Welcome to another edition of Sean's View Entertainment right here on YouTube.com. Make sure to like this video and subscribe. It is November the 1, 2021, and the brash one is here to secure it for you because we work around the clock and we give you the rumors and the news in real time. We're going to start this November 1st off, hopefully with a big bang. Hopefully it's going to be monumental. Hopefully it's going to be sentimental. And I want to say happy Halloween out there for those of you who had Halloween or went out for trick-or-treating or went out with your kids. Your girls, your guys, your friends, your boyfriends, your children, whatever you did, however I want to say thank you so much. CM Punk has put some leverage. Is a WWE return for CM Punk still on the table? How has CM Punk explained this? How has CM Punk said this? What is going on with CM Punk? And I want to welcome, I want to thank everybody for coming in on here. Remember, we give you the rumors of the news in real time, around the clock, as it happens, as it was meant to be, and as it was supposed to be. And that's what we're going to do right here on Sean's View Entertainment, because quite frankly, this is the place to be. So let's get right into the report about CM Punk. And what did CM Punk think about if there was an AEW round? What would have CM Punk done? Would have he come back to the promised land? Would have he come back to the WWE? Would have been the right creative? Would have been the right motives? Would have been the right move? I've been following every single update on CM Punk since he left the WWE in 2014. So here we go, guys. Without further ado, we're going to get into this thing right now. We're going to open this thing up. We're going to open it wide up, viewers, because here on Sean's View, we don't mess around. We don't fool around. We don't wait, ladies and gentlemen. We give you the anticipation. We give you the climax, because Sean's View Entertainment is going to give it to you. And there's just no other way around it. That's what Sean's View Entertainment is going to do, keeping it prolific, consistent, and dedicated. Before we get into that major monumental update on CM Punk and WWE, Jim Ross has offered an apology for his comments during the Dark Side of the Ring show. And Paige, viewers, Paige, she has an insane Halloween costume that is creating huge attention. Go check out Ringside News for Paige's new look. Oh my God, Paige, I'll tell you what, taking a page out of the movie Death Becomes Her. Guys, you're going to go check out what Paige dressed like for Halloween. And again, guys, get those comments. Make sure to like this video. Absolutely important, absolutely crucial to like this video. Remember, we give you live streams 2 to 3 times a day. Sean's View Entertainment, making you feel some sort of way. So let's get into it. CM Punk names another reason why he chose AEW over WWE, but he says the WWE, could it be on the table? Would he return to the company? Well, CM Punk said this on toxic fans online and how tribal they can be. CM Punk spoke about his decision to return to wrestling and why he chose AEW over return to the WWE. And CM Punk says, listen, I get it. I think I go back and forth on this, Punk admitted. Oh, he goes back and forth on it. So CM Punk's still thinking in his mind that he could return to the WWE, maybe a Hall of Fame ceremony. Do you guys think, listen, before we get into this report, do you think that CM Punk will ever return to the WWE one day, guys? Do you think that CM Punk will ever return to the WWE? Do you think it's going to happen? Do you think it's on the plate? Do you think it's going to happen? CM Punk has spoke about this. CM Punk has had an interview about this. And again, we're going to undercover this. We're going to get to this right now, guys. We're not going to waste any more of your valuable time. Where I am right now, it is 2 o'clock in the morning. 2 a.m. in the morning. And again, I want to thank all the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers that are on here right now watching Sean's View Entertainment. And again, CM Punk has explained a WWE return. CM Punk has absolutely explained a return to WWE. And CM Punk gave an example of what he would probably have done if he returned to the WWE. He gave an example, guys. And what would that example be? What do you think his gimmick would have been? What do you think his booking would have been? What do you think the creative would have been for CM Punk? So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. CM Punk explains how WWE return would have been formulated. Punk has been very open about why he chose AEW over WWE. His main point is that AEW offers many new things for him as opposed to WWE. Punk gave an example of what he probably would have done if he chose to return to the WWE. So again, is CM Punk not, is WWE not out of the question? Because CM Punk says what he would do if he chose to return to the WWE. I literally want to wrestle everybody, says CM Punk. But I'm telling a specific story here of coming back, kind of restarting, rekindling my love for pro wrestling. Punk said, if I went back to WWE, what would I do? There's a formula. There's a track record in a formula. This is what they do. Batista comes back. He wins the Royal Rumble. He main events WrestleMania. Edge comes back. He's in the Royal Rumble. I think he was in it twice. He might have won. I don't know. He goes on to main event WrestleMania. There's a formula, and I was bored of shit 10 years ago, so I'm bored of it now. I understand people saying they don't like certain things and all that. Then it's not for you. I get it. Like I said, I'm here for the fans in the building. I'm telling the stories that I want to tell, and I'm having fun doing it. You'll know when it's not fun for me because I won't do it. Punk has been away from wrestling for over 7 years until he recently returned to AEW. And he is a long-time veteran of the business and has admitted that he is very old school at times. He has spoke on what differences he has seen in the locker rooms today compared to when he started out in the business. I'm not paying that forward. I'm not going to treat people the way I was treated, the way I was taught that everybody should have been treated, with a smile and a hug rather than, oh, you got to earn my respect or some weird bullshit. It's just more of a conductive working environment. If somebody wants to look at that and say that's soft, that's fine. I know people in the locker room that are as hard as nails, but just because you're a tough guy doesn't mean you need to be mean to other people. And so that's CM Punk. That's his stance on that, guys. Bro, I'm just bringing up the rumors and news on CM Punk, bro. I'm just bringing up the news and rumors on CM Punk. If you don't like what I'm doing, call the cops, call the 911, call the FBI, call CNN. Bro, I'm giving you the rumors and the news. This is a recent interview that CM Punk did. CM Punk said he explained how a WWE return would have been formulatic if he returned to the company. So does that mean CM Punk is putting it off? Does he say it could happen? Would it be a one-off? I think the only time we'll see CM Punk back in a WWE ring is if they give him the right creative, if they let him be an extension of himself, if they gave him the right mic work, and maybe he would be accepting of a WWE Hall of Fame. Because as we all know, CM Punk did come back. Listen to this one, guys. CM Punk did come back for a WWE show backstage. Remember, he came back to that show, WWE Backstage. So we do know that. We do know that CM Punk came to that show, WWE Backstage. And again, I want to welcome and thank all the viewers, all the fans, all the subscribers that have decided to join SeanzViewEnt Entertainment right here on this very stream. And we're going to get extreme, guys. We're going to bring up a lot of rumors. How was your guys' Halloween? Did you go out for Halloween? Did you celebrate Halloween? And again, viewers, thank you so much for joining SeanzViewEnt Entertainment on this very prolific, proficient night. The Brash and the Brazen. We do raise the bar by far on this very channel. Here it is, 2 o'clock in the morning, guys. When I say I give it to you as it was meant to be and as it was supposed to be, that's what I mean. I do this for each and every one of you. I do this for the fans, the viewers, and the subscribers, not the dividers. They need to do WWE versus AEW sometime soon. What's going on, Sean? He's with AEW in this video. What the hell is this video? Yeah, I listen, bro. I know he's with AEW, but I'm saying he just did this interview about not passing on a WWE return and how he would have his WWE return go. Listen, I know I'm not an idiot. I'm not stupid. For those of you who are just joining the stream, I understand that CM Punk is with AEW. I'm not an idiot. I've been watching WWE and pro wrestling since I was in diapers at 3 years old. I am now 35 years old, so I think I know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm talking about this interview that he just did. I'm talking about this interview that CM Punk just did. That's what I'm talking about. And I know a lot of people might be a little bit confused, a little bit conflicted, a little bit connipted about what am I talking about. He's better in AEW, more creative options. But again, it's CM Punk shutting off the idea. It's CM Punk shutting down the idea of a WWE return. We all know he was treated badly. We all know he was fired or handed his papers on his marriage day. We all know that. But the fact of the matter is CM Punk still thinking? Is he still fascinating a WWE return? Because, the title of the video about CM Punk is, explains how a WWE return would have been formulatic. So it would have formed. It would have happened. So, and again, I want your comments. I want your opinions. I want your values. Survivor Series, WWE versus AEW would be nice. Yeah, and that would be nice. There's no doubt about it. But, it's going to be Raw versus SmackDown like we usually get. Like it's like, this is why I hate when the companies go against each other. Oh, the ratings war, who's selling more tickets, who's selling more merch, who can put the other out of business. No, it should be about friendly competition. In this era and age, there's probably not going to be another boom of wrestling like the Attitude Era or the Ruthless Aggression Era. What there should be is partnerships. There should be WWE versus AEW, AEW versus TNA, AEW versus ROH, ROH versus WWE. They should give it back to the fans. They should just give it back to the fan. And again, I want to thank all the comments, all the opinions. Listen, I'm well aware of CM Punk in AEW. I'm just going off an interview that he recently did about how he would form, or how it would have been formulatic for him to return to the WWE. And again, this is on Wrestling Inc. For those of you who are saying that I'm lying or that I'm BSing you. Punk has been very open, very open. And his main point is that AEW does offer more new things for him as opposed to WWE. So again, maybe CM Punk would have returned to the WWE. Maybe it would have happened. And I know a lot of people saying never say never. Well, you know what? We never thought Bruno Sammartino would have returned to the WWE. We never thought Brock Lesnar would have returned to the WWE. We never thought Sable would have returned to the WWE. We never thought when Stone Cold walked out of the WWE that he would have came back to the WWE. There's so many superstars over the years. The Ultimate Warrior returned to the WWE. The Macho Man Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Goldberg. We never thought any of these guys would appear or show up in the WWE. But what is happening? We saw all those people return. We saw all those people make a comeback. So my point is, Bret the Hitman Hart. Guys, who would have thought that Bret the Hitman Hart would have ever returned to the WWE after the 1997 Survivor Series Montreal Screwjob? And how fitting is it? How poetic justice. Poetic justice here on Show and View Entertainment. Poetic justice that it's November 1st, and we're going to talk about the Montreal Screwjob from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, all the way back in 1997. We never thought Bret Hart was going to return. We never thought Bret Hart was going to come back, but he did. So who's to say that CM Punk would never come back? Who's to say that CM Punk wouldn't come back for a payday? Do you think if they said to CM Punk, oh, CM Punk, we're going to pay you $1 million to go to Saudi Arabia for Crown Jewel, do you think he would turn that down? Do you think CM Punk would turn that down? Do you think CM Punk, and again, viewers, I'm just trying, listen, here on Show and View, we look at it from many different views and perspective. I don't just look at it from one view. I don't look at it just from one perspective. I look at it from a lot of different variations. Everybody has returned. Everybody that said they would never return, they all came back. They all came back for a payday, a paycheck, a return, a debut. They all did it. And again, I want to say welcome to everybody. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank everybody that's coming into this room right here on Show and View Entertainment. Again, viewers, thank you so much for coming on the show. Again, CM Punk says it would have been formulatic. It could have happened. It could have manifested. If there was no AEW and the WWE paid CM Punk a hell of a lot of money, I think he would have done the payday. I think CM Punk would have shown up. I think CM Punk would have shown what he's all about. And, CM Punk, never say never, right? Never say never in the world of professional wrestling. That's the one thing that you got to get from here. And I want to welcome and thank the 24 people that are in here right now. Again, it is 2 o'clock in the morning where I am. And when I say I work around the clock and I never, ever stop, that's exactly what I mean for the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers, guys. Becky Lynch has sent a message to Bianca Belair ahead of the WWE Raw title match. And again, Monday Night Raw will happen this Monday night from Providence, Rhode Island, the Dunkin' Donuts Center. Sean's View Entertainment will be live at Monday Night Raw tonight from Providence, Rhode Island, the Dunkin' Donuts Center. Sean's View Entertainment will absolutely be there live. And I'll be giving my Raw review for all of you guys. I'm started the Raw review. And again, I do want to thank and welcome all the viewers, the fans, the subscribers. Again, it's very late at night. And when I said to you, I'm going to give you the rumors and the news as they come out, I wasn't lying. I said I was going to give you the rumors and the news as it comes out in real time. And that's exactly what I'm doing for each and every one of you guys. I am here for all of you. And again, I hope you'll hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and turn on all notifications, guys. So CM Punk recently sat down with the NYC radio host, Josh, to talk all things AEW. But ever since AEW emerged as a competitor to WWE, there's been a lot of toxicity amongst fans on social media. Punk discussed the toxic and pro wrestling and how he deals with it. I get it. I think I go back and forth on this. Punk admitted, you're a Rangers fan. I'm a Blackhawks fan. We are in some ways at odds, but I look at it like this. They're both originals. They're both original 6 teams. I respect the Rangers, even though they haven't won a Stanley Cup since 1994. Mark Messier is a hell of a captain, great hockey player, tough as nails. So I look at it like that. A lot of times there is a lot of tribalism in sports, but there's one NFL. And I don't think anybody is saying that the CFL is better than the NFL or arena football is better. So it gets tedious and strange sometimes. And I think as long as the people don't take stuff too far and get personal with it, like some people get too personal with me right out of the gate. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. A lot of it isn't in the real world. Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff is social media, and it's not in any way, shape, or form the real world. So that's why I like to focus on people in the building. And again, CM Punk going back on, a WWE return, if it would have happened, if it would have materialized. Again, I want to thank and I want to welcome all the fans, all the viewers, and all the subscribers who have decided to join me so late at night, because where I am, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. So, guys, I am putting in my time, my effort, the blood, sweat, and tears for each and every one of you guys. Vince and Triple H screwed CM Punk, and in the last days in WWE, he got a physical fight with Vince McMahon. Punk wanted Triple H, but he had surgery on his knee, so if AEW didn't exist, he would never return. Again, I thank you for the opinion, but we never thought Austin, Sable, the Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, Goldberg, Undertaker, Ultimate Warrior, Bruno Sammartino, Bob Backlund. We never thought any of those guys would have come back after all the beef, after all the heat, after all the significance, after all the drama that existed between all those guys I just mentioned, all those guys and all those girls, what about Medusa, Alundra Blaze? She threw the WCW women's belt in the trash on WCW. What did the WWE do? What did the WWE do? They welcomed them back with open arms. The WWE welcomed back Alundra Blaze with open arms after Medusa, Alundra Blaze, whatever you want to call it, dumped the the WWE women's title in the trash. She dumped it in the garbage, guys. She dumped it in the garbage. And the WWE still welcomed her back with open arms. So who's to say that the WWE doesn't welcome back CM Punk? You know what I'm saying? Again, if it was the right money, the right contract, why wouldn't CM Punk return to the WWE? I mean, I don't know if Vince McMahon would have to drop dead first for that to happen. I think CM Punk and Shane McMahon could work out something. But then again, I don't know if Shane McMahon is still affiliated with the WWE at this point in time. So, I mean, there's just a lot of things at play here. There's a lot of things that presents itself. And, guys, would you want to see CM Punk return to the WWE? Would you want to see it happen? Would you want to see it? Guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Remember, we give you the latest and greatest in headlines and rumors and news in WWE, AEW. We give it to you as it was meant to be and as it was supposed to be. We don't joke around. We don't play around here, guys. We literally give it to you as it is presented, viewers. And again, I do want to thank the 19, again, it's all right if we don't get a large audience in here because it is 2:30 in the morning. So I'm very lucky. I am very respected. I'm very appreciative of the 22 people that we have in here at 2 o'clock in the middle of the morning. I should be sleeping, but I don't believe in sleep and I don't believe in a day off. And hopefully one day we'll have 60, 70, 80 people in here watching. But you know what? We're going to go with the 25 people that we have in this room right now. Make sure to share this video with your friends, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, and tell them that Sean's View Entertainment is absolutely the place to be. And that ain't no LIE. And again, guys, what are your thoughts? Do you like CM Punk? Are you a fan of CM Punk? What do you think about CM Punk's AEW run? Do you think he's done good? Do you think it's been better than his WWE run? Do you think it's too early to compare the two? Guys, again, this video, this interaction, this channel is all about your comments and your opinions, and we need your comments and opinions right now. So, yeah, it seems like CM Punk is not shutting off the idea. It doesn't seem like he's shutting off the idea of a return to the WWE. And again, viewers, I don't believe in a day off. I don't believe in sleep. That's why I'm here at 2 o'clock in the morning. We present to you over 5 hours of content a day. Over 5 hours of content a day, guys. CM Punk is not shutting down the idea of a return to the WWE. Not shutting it down, guys. Not shutting it down. So, I mean, would you guys want to see CM Punk return to the WWE? Or do you think he's doing just fine in AEW? Because imagine if CM Punk returned to the WWE right now. Imagine all the new matches, all the new scenarios, all the new storylines, all the new angles. And you know what? I think CM Punk would return to the WWE if he actually got what he should have been promised back in 2013 and 2014. A main event WrestleMania run, a win in the Royal Rumble, and winning the World Championship. That's all CM Punk ever wanted to do was main event and headline a WrestleMania. That's all he ever wanted to do. So, guys, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that CM Punk does return to the WWE, that CM Punk does return to the promised land. And make sure to like this video and comment, guys. Get those opinions going. We go live in real time with the latest rumors and news. Remember, this is a recent interview that CM Punk did, not shutting down the WWE idea about a return to the company. Again, guys, we're having some new viewers come in here. We're having some, and I want to thank the 27 people that are in here right now. Now, wait a minute. Now that brings up a good option. Nobody can defeat Roman Reigns. Not Brock Lesnar. Not Randy Orton. Nobody. Right? Nobody has been able to defeat Roman Reigns. Not John Cena. Not the Usos. Nobody has been able to defeat Roman Reigns for the Universal title. What a comeback story it would be if CM Punk returned to the company and defeated Roman Reigns. Do you guys think that could be an option? Imagine if CM Punk returned to the WWE and went against Roman Reigns and defeated him for the Universal title. Do you think that would be a good story? Would that be a good angle? Since CM Punk isn't shutting down the return of the idea of a return to the WWE, what would you think about this happening? Could you imagine this? Could you see this? Could you formulate this in your brain? CM Punk ending the reign of Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns has been the Universal Champion for well over a year now. For well over a year. So can you imagine what it's going to take or who it's going to take to remove that championship from Roman Reigns? If anybody could do it, could it be the best in the world? Could it be CM Punk, viewers? I want your comments. I want your opinions. What would you do if you were booking this? Again, guys, we run this channel on interaction and comments and opinions and feedback. And that's exactly what we need from each and every one of you right now, guys. Bro, I don't care who mocks me or who cocks me or who locks me. This is an interview that CM Punk recently did, and I'm bringing it up right now on Sean View. I'm talking about it. I'm covering an interview that CM Punk recently just did, okay? And you want the proof, you want the facts. He did smack talk WWE when he came to AEW. I really don't see it happening. And again, viewers, I want your comments, your opinions. Do you see it happening? Would you want it to happen? Or would it is it just not going to happen at all? You know what I'm saying, viewers? And again, there's the link for it. For those of you who thinks I'm lying and making this up, CM Punk, there's the interview, there's the link, there's the proof, there's the source. For everyone that's saying, "Oh, I'm lying and I'm misconstruing," no, I'm not doing any of that stuff. I'm bringing you the news and the rumors, and I'm bringing about a topic about CM Punk doing an interview about the WWE return being formulatic, forming up. So viewers, don't kill the messenger. This is an interview that CM Punk did, and I'm just talking about it. I'm just bringing it up about how a return would be explained about CM Punk, guys. So, again, I'm here at 2 o'clock in the morning, spilling my blood, guts, and energy and time, guys. And I would hope that, again, you can agree or disagree with me, but don't say, "Oh, die, I'm clickbait, I'm masturbate, go kill myself." I'm just a guy giving my opinion, my thoughts on a CM Punk interview that he recently did. I don't understand why all this hate in the chat room. Like, what have I ever done to you? Oh, Sean's Entertainment. Oh, you're at it again. CM Punk returns. CM Punk returns. And again, I already know he's in AEW, but he's not shutting off the return of an idea. And again, I'm sure things would have to be a lot different. I'm sure things would have to be a hell of a lot different, this time around if CM Punk came to the WWE. It would have to be a better creative, better storytelling. CM Punk wouldn't have to be nailed down by the Vince McMahon diatribe. And then again, then there's really a lot of backstage heat between Triple H and CM Punk as well. So that's another thing that really plays into this factor. That's really another thing that plays into this major, guys. Major, absolutely major. But again, I want to thank, and I just want to thank all the viewers, the fans, and subscribers that have decided to come on to Sean's Entertainment for this late breaking update on CM Punk, the absolute best in the world, at what he does, and he is the best in the world at what he does. And right now, the WWE could use a CM Punk, but then we thought when CM Punk went to AEW, we thought that was going to raise the ratings. We thought when CM Punk went to AEW that they would take over the WWE. We thought WWE would never be the same again. But you know what? CM Punk really hasn't done a lot of change for AEW. Sure, it's awesome to see him back. I'm glad he's back. He's really bringing up the realism. CM Punk has been having some strong matches, some stellar storylines. But I thought when CM Punk went to AEW that was going to change the entire landscape of wrestling. I thought the Attitude Era was going to formulate. I thought we were going to see another boom period. But really, CM Punk has not really moved that needle. AEW is still not. They're still behind Raw. They haven't beat Raw's ratings. They haven't beat SmackDown's ratings. They really haven't. Oh, okay. So they beat NXT. Oh, big deal. They beat an indie promotion. Oh, big deal. They beat NXT. AEW with CM Punk and Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley and Chris Jericho and Jack Swagger, and the list goes on and on and on. Christian, it's like WWE 2.0, but yet they still can't beat Raw. They still can't beat SmackDown. I just don't get that, guys. I don't understand that. Do I think Roman Reigns will be a face again? Well, that's a tough one. That's a tough call. Right now, Roman Reigns is doing some of the best work of his entire career. So I would not plan on that happening anytime soon because, again, Roman Reigns is doing some of the best work of his entire career. AEW is doing a storyline of where he is laying low, but he will still be going for a belt very soon. Yeah. When is CM Punk going to challenge for the AEW title, guys? When is CM Punk going to challenge for the AEW title? Shouldn't have it already happened? Or does CM Punk want to earn his shot, earn his reputation, get where he needs to get to, guys? You know what I'm saying? And again, viewers, I want to thank all the comments, all the opinions. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and get those likes going, guys. Again, this is going to be a very CM Punk heavy video because CM Punk did talk about the WWE. He did talk about it happening. It could have manifested. It could have materialized. And again, viewers, I'm lucky and thankful to have 19 people in the room at 2:30 in the middle of the morning. Who else comes on YouTube at 2:30 in the middle of the morning like SeanzViewEnt Entertainment? I do it for you guys because I believe in you, and I believe one day that we will rebuild this channel from the ground up. I do believe that this channel will go somewhere one day, and hopefully it does. With the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers, we will get this thing to where it needs to go. And we are going to do more videos where it's, in the morning, in the afternoon, dinner time, supper time, dessert time. We are going to do more videos where it is centered around the time that you guys are up, because I know that this is very late to do a video. And again, we're not expecting a large audience. We're not expecting a big audience. But what we are expecting is to be what SeanzViewEnt Entertainment is all about. Prolific, consistent, and dedicated, because that's what we do on this channel. We want all eyes on SeanzView because we bring it to you no matter the time or the day. We go live upwards to 3 times a day and every single way. And we want to start this off with a bang. We want to start this hot for the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers. That's what we want to do. If CM Punk ever dethroned Roman Reigns, it would be historical. Yes, I mean, that would be magical. It would be epic. It would be off the charts. Imagine all the talk. Imagine all the headlines. Imagine all the WWE fans, all the AEW fans. CM Punk has defeated Roman Reigns. I mean, imagine that as your headline. What have you heard about Bray Wyatt's return? Well, Bray Wyatt teased the return to go against Roman Reigns on SmackDown, but as we saw, that did not happen. And I think Bray Wyatt was just trying to tease us. I think he was swerving us. I think Bray Wyatt, again, Bray Wyatt was supposed to go against Roman Reigns on SmackDown. He was supposed to go against Roman Reigns, or excuse me, he was supposed to answer to the challenge of Roman Reigns to see if there was going to be a WWE Universal title match between Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns at Survivor Series. But as we all saw, that did not materialize, and that did not happen. What do I think about ROH firing everybody? Sad. Very, very sad. And you know what? These guys and girls are going to be out of a job. They can't put food on the table. I hope that this thing can come back. I hope this is not the end of ROH as we know it. I hope it's not the end of the world for ROH as we know it. Otis has paid tribute to the Nacho Libre on Halloween. And guys, you got to check out what Paige looks like. Paige's Halloween outfit was absolutely extraordinary, guys. You're going to want to go check out what Paige was all about, viewers. Yes, you're going to want to go check out Paige, ladies and gentlemen, and what she dressed as for Halloween. It was absolutely extreme. It was a playoff of the movie Death Becomes Her all the way from the 90s. So, guys, you're going to want to go check that out right now. I can assure you of that right now on Sean's View Entertainment. And again, I want to thank all of you for coming on to the show, guys. It is a hell of an interview that you guys are going to want to go check it out because CM Punk did let it all out. CM Punk was not, he wasn't mincing words. CM Punk lets it all out. He's as real as it gets. Natural. He's as natural as it gets. And CM Punk is not going to make you forget what he has done. You know what does bother me? What does irk me, though, is that when CM Punk, made his debut for AEW, he went in that ring. And he pretty much said, oh, well, I left wrestling in 2006 or 7 or whatever the hell it was, and I came back in 2021. So again, CM Punk, is he going to say that he's not going to remember all the wrestlers and all the athletes that he went against, the CM Punks, the Brock Lesnar's, the John Cena's, the Randy Ortons? Is CM Punk just going to forget about all of that? Is CM Punk just going to just make sure that just goes underneath the rug? It's like CM Punk doesn't even want to remember his WWE run. I mean, what a bunch of disrespect on CM Punk's part to say, oh, well, I left ROH and then I just came to AEW. So he's completely forgetting. He's completely shitting on his run in the WWE. And I, for one, think that's very sad. And I think that's very sinister. And I think that's very disrespectful, guys. Don't you think that when CM Punk debuted in AEW and he didn't bring up the WWE, don't you guys think that that was very disrespectful on the hands of CM Punk? And we just dropped big. Now it is no views entertainment, guys. Now we got nobody in the room. Guys. It is what it is, though, guys. Whether it's one person or 5 people, we're going to give it to you as it's meant to be and as it's supposed to be, guys. Again, we don't play around here on SeanzViewEnt Entertainment. We don't play around on the show. Again, I want to thank the 14 loyal people that are coming on to SeanzViewEnt Entertainment at this hour, guys. It is late. It's in the middle of the morning. Again, we're not expecting a bunch of people to talk and be here, but it's fascinating that some of you people are still here at 2 o'clock in the morning. It really means a lot to me, guys. This really means a lot to SeanzViewEnt Entertainment. And it means a lot to the show. And guys, get your question. Remember, we try to be the most interactive show in YouTube's history. Make sure to share this video to Facebook and Twitter. And again, they've all returned. At one time or another, they've all returned. Whether it was the Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, Sable, Stone Cold, Bruno Sammartino, they've all returned. So who's to say that CM Punk wouldn't return? Who's to say that CM Punk wouldn't make a comeback? You know what I'm saying, guys? I definitely feel that as long as there's a will, there's a way. As long as CM Punk's breathing, there is still a way for CM Punk to come back to WWE. And again, I know it might be a stretch. It might sound far-fetched. It might sound like it will never happen. But as they say in the WWE, you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to go down. You never know there could be a change of heart. You know what I'm saying, guys? There's just so many different layers to this. There's so many advantages to a CM Punk return. As long as it was the right money, the right contract, the right show, the flow of the show, as long as everything, here's the thing, guys, all the stars got to align correctly for this. That's the thing about this. All the stars have to align correctly for CM Punk to absolutely return to professional wrestling once again. That's the things about this, guys. That is the thing about this entire thing. And again, I want to thank all the comments, all the opinions, guys. Get those comments going. Let's do the hometown shout out. Where are you guys from? What country? What state? What continent? Where are you guys from here on a night where we're talking about CM Punk and his interview he had and not shutting down a return to WWE? CM Punk coming back. Is this true? I had just joined the chat room. Well, again, CM Punk did an interview and he didn't shut down the idea. It could happen. It could formulate. CM Punk could come back to the company. It could happen, guys. No, and again, for those of you who are just joining, I know CM Punk is with AEW. I know he's with All Elite Wrestling. I know this. We get this. We understand this. But CM Punk did an interview where he says it would be formulaic for him to return to the WWE. CM Punk did state that he did not shut down a WWE return. As a matter of fact, he explained how a WWE return would have been booked or how it would have gone down. So again, guys, I'm gonna point this question again because we're getting some new viewers in here. Would you like CM Punk in the WWE? Yes or no, guys? Remember, I like to be interactive. I like to be social. I like your opinions. I like your comments. What would you think about a CM Punk return to the WWE, guys? And again, I know he's in AEW. I understand that and I get that. And I know a lot of people in the chat room are saying, Sean, it could never happen. It will never happen. But we never thought Bret Hart would return. Stone Cold, Sable, Bruno Sammartino, The Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, but they all returned. Medusa, who threw the WWE belt in the trash on WCW, they all returned. They all had a story. So again, viewers, I don't know how you can tell me that, oh, there's no chance in hell. It will never happen. And again, CM Punk, listen, here's the thing that I'm sad about. I thought when CM Punk went to AEW that, AEW would be beating WWE right out of the water. I thought all the ratings would have been significant. I thought they would have beat WWE. But no, CM Punk isn't moving the needle. CM Punk is not moving the needle. And that upsets me. That frustrates me. Because if CM Punk is such a draw, if CM Punk is so popular, why isn't he moving the needle? Why isn't he moving the needle in AEW? Well, maybe because AEW hasn't been around for a long time. So that's why I'm saying if CM Punk came back to the WWE, it would make much more sense. If CM Punk came back to World Wrestling Entertainment, then it would make a hell of a lot more sense in my estimation. Because I think people would return to the WWE. Because you got to understand, when CM Punk left the WWE, so did a lot of fans stop watching the WWE. So I think if WWE and CM Punk worked out a deal, a partnership, and I'm not saying full-time, I'm not saying all the time, part-time, something like a Randy Orton, a John Cena, or something like Shawn Michaels used to have, or something like Triple H or The Undertaker, where they only wrestle on certain occasions. Because you can understand, when CM Punk left the WWE, there are a lot of diehard CM Punk fans. There are a lot of diehard CM Punk fans. So it is my beliefs, it is my opinion that if CM Punk returned to the same company that he left over 7 years ago, that the fans would be like, oh my God, he returned to the WWE? Like, oh my goodness. Like, they would be shocked. They would be stunned. They really would be. There have been clues that WWE owns AEW. For example, while Bray was early in his hiatus, AEW had the Fiend merchandise wrestling doll. Vince has to be gone for it to happen. Same with Shane and Stephanie. AEW needs better structure. WWE is doing some. Again, guys, we take your comments. We take your opinions, guys. We don't censor you. We don't block you for a different opinion or if you agree or disagree with me. We take your opinions. We pin them to the show, guys. This is what we do. He would not be booked properly in WWE. Too much micromanagement. And that's a great comment. That's a solid comment. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you there, 4110. Triple H needs his group of gay men to lead him as a chore for his next WrestleMania entrance next year. Punk versus Roman Reigns now is turning out to be a reality in the future. Maybe Roman Reigns' recent comments and tweets might be true for Punk. Actually, Sean, AEW sells tickets, event sales, ticket sales, and AEW boat tours have been selling out and have AEW beaten WWE since CM Punk joined. Yeah, but they're not beating WWE in the ratings, bro. They're not beating Raw and SmackDown. They're not blowing away the WWE. They're not even a challenge. Listen, if anyone thinks that AEW is like WCW was back in the 90s during the Monday Night Wars, well, then you might want to check yourself before you wreck yourself. And again, I like your opinions. I like your comments. You can agree to disagree, but the bottom line is that AEW is not a challenge to the WWE. Vince McMahon is not even shaking in his boots, and CM Punk has not moved the needle. He has not moved the needle because if he would have, Raw and SmackDown would be blown out of the water right now. Raw and SmackDown would be blown out of the water, but that's not what we're seeing. That's not what we're getting. Again, I want to respect the 30 people in here at 2 o'clock in the morning. It is 2 a.m. where I am. I don't know what the time is where you guys are, but I got to say much love and respect and admiration for all of you guys joining me at 2 o'clock in the morning. This is awesome. This is incredible, guys, because I'm putting out so much time and effort and emotion and energy and passion for you guys, and you're giving it back to me, guys. 32 people in the room at 2 o'clock in the morning. That speaks volumes. And again, we got another comment. I don't I personally don't see Punk going back to the WWE, but I wouldn't say it's never going to happen. It could happen, but I think it would be more like the WWE would be willing to do a crossover with AEW, something like that. Most definitely, bro. Yep, AEW is growing. It's not growing a new audience. AEW needs more than CM Punk to beat the WWE. Well, here's the thing. AEW's got CM Punk. They got a stacked roster. Listen, I will admit this. AEW has a better roster than the WWE. It is stacked. It is loaded from the brim, from the bottom to the top. AEW is doing a great thing with their talent. They have great storylines. They have compelling matches. They're doing great things, but they're still not beating the WWE guys. And again, I'm not a WWE apologist. I'm not a WWE fanboy. I mean, yeah, I've been a fan forever. I will admit I've been a fan forever, but I'm also a fan of AEW. But again, AEW and Tony Khan, especially Tony Khan, has been flapping his gums about how they're going to beat WWE. They're going to destroy them in the ratings. They haven't beat Raw or SmackDown in the ratings. Where's the proof? Where's the evidence? Oh, we beat NXT. We beat NXT on the Wednesday Night Wars. You think that was a war? You think that was a war? Really? Come on, bro. You put an indie company out of you. Well, you didn't put them out of business. You made them move nights. You made NXT go to Tuesday night. Big whoop. How about you go head to head with guys? All right, listen to this. For all the AEW fans out there, what would happen if AEW went head to head with Monday Night Raw on Monday nights? Who would win that war? Monday Night Raw versus AEW. Who would win that war? Or what about AEW head to head with SmackDown? Who would win in that ratings war? Who would win in that department? And again, this is AEW, which has a more stacked roster than WWE, and WWE is still winning. So again, guys, you can spin this. You can spin the narrative. You can be a big WWE fan. You can be a big AEW fan. But at the end of the day, numbers don't lie. You can spin this any way you want. Again, guys, I like to spur up conversations. I like to stir up the pot because Sean's Entertainment gives you a lot. I give you over 5 hours of content a day, multiple live streams a day, whether it be 2 in the morning or 2 in the afternoon or lunch or breakfast, midnight, breakfast time, supper time, afternoon, darkness, whatever it may be. We are here for you guys. We are here for each and every one of you. We are here and we are fair. We are here and we are fair, and we're doing this for the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers. And again, I want to thank all of you for joining Sean's Entertainment at this hour because you guys are giving it to me, and that's what it's all about. Remember to share this video again all over Facebook and Twitter. Sometimes I talk a little too fast, so I jumble my words up, and I do apologize. It's probably my ADD kicking in. It's probably my anxiety kicking in. But you know what? That's my energy. That's my passion coming in through. Guys, because when I speak out something that I truly care about, I care about wrestling. I don't want WWE to put AEW out of business. I don't want AEW to put WWE out of business. Listen, we need strong, healthy competition. We need crossovers. We need formulations. We need domination. We need compelling, intriguing storylines. We need over-the-top characters. We need Vince Russo-like storylines. The only reason why they're not beating SmackDown is because Fox is a bigger TV market than TNT. Sean, do you think by what you've seen that WWE may be a silent partner to AEW? I mean, stranger things happen. Hey, WWE has helped out other companies in the past. They helped out WCW. They helped out ECW. They had a partnership with ECW in the early 90s, if some of you guys might remember that. I am just a wrestling fan. I watch WWE, AEW, Impact, GCW, ROH, NWA, MLW, OVW, etc. Is there any update regarding The Fiend's return to WWE? Not as of yet. As a matter of fact, it looks like The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, unless he's swerving us, looks like he's headed to Hollywood. But again, I don't know that to be a fact, guys. I don't know that to be a fact. We all thought Bray Wyatt was going to TNA. That didn't happen. We all thought Bray Wyatt, The Fiend, was going to AEW. That didn't happen. So now is there a chance that The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, comes back to the WWE? I don't know, guys. I don't know, to be honest with you. I mean, this thing could go either way at either time. And again, viewers, it's so crucial to like this video, subscribe, and comment, viewers. I like your content. I have been watching you for a long time. I am now 21 years old. And again, viewers, get those comments, get those opinions. Remember, we pin your comments to the screen. We care about your comments. Whether you agree or disagree with me, guys, we're about your comments and your opinions. Remember to subscribe to this channel. This is the Brash and the Brazen. We give you the rumors and the news in real time as it happens, guys, as they go down. All right, we don't make you wait hours or days or weekends. We give you the rumors and the news as it comes out, guys. That's what we do here. Wyndham is elite. Bray was a huge talent to let go. Yeah, that was a major mistake. I will say this. That was a monumental mistake by the WWE to let a guy like that go. Absolutely was just terrible. AEW is not better than WWE. Yeah, let's take a poll. What do you guys like better? Do you like WWE or do you like AEW? What do you like better? And where would you like CM Punk to be? in AEW, or should CM Punk return to the WWE? Your comments, your opinions, guys. What would you like to see? How would you book this? How would you fascinate this? What company do you like better? Do you like both? Maybe you like WWE and AEW, kind of like me. I was a major WWE fan. I was a WCW fan. Hell, I was an ECW fan. But then WWE bought them out. They put them out of business. But now we do have an alternative. We do have alternatives, guys. That's the thing in 2021. We have all kinds of alternatives, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Both suck right now. Whoa, both suck. Well, I didn't think I was going to see that one. Both suck right now. Wow. Wasn't expected to see that. But hey, it's all about your opinions and your comments, guys. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. And I get to have this many people in this room at 2 o'clock in the morning when everyone's sleeping and everyone's snoring and everyone's at third shift. This is crazy. Raw sucks. AEW is great. I'm in the middle, so I'm in the middle. Daniel Bryan versus Kenny Omega was amazing. Yes, I will say that. That was a match of the year candidate in AEW. I will say that right now. That was epic. They're both a hit or miss for me, and they both have their flaws. The Shotzi heel turn, I'm here for it. Yeah. Well, let's just hope that they continue to book it good. Hopefully the writing's on the wall. Hopefully they continue to build this thing up because you know what? Just like that, the WWE could mess this up. The WWE could kill it. And let's hope they don't do that. Let's hope that they can keep this thing going. Let's hope the creative is behind it. Let's hope that the booking is strong. Hopefully it lasts long. You know what I'm saying, guys? And again, I do want to welcome and thank the 26 people that are watching right now. This is epic, guys. You are bringing it to me. I'm bringing it to you, giving you the news and the rumors as we supply it, as we hear it, as we know it, as we sense it, guys. This is what we do because we believe in the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers. And again, WWE superstars have shown off their costumes, guys. You're going to want to go check that out online. But I think the most intriguing, the most compelling WWE costume or wrestling costume was what Paige wore, guys. It's what Paige wore, in my estimation. You're going to want to go check out what Paige is wearing, guys. Paige really turned the page. So WWE superstars have shown off their see, AEW is even trying to compete with WWE with the Halloween costumes now. This is how it's getting with AEW. And Tony Khan, again, Tony Khan's in way over his head. Tony Khan needs to shut up before he puts his mouth in it. He puts his foot in it. Tony Khan needs to just focus on himself. He needs to focus on his roster. He needs to focus on his talent. He needs to focus on AEW. Tony Khan can't keep focused on the WWE and ranting on the WWE and tweeting about the WWE. They're just giving the WWE more eyes. They're just giving the WWE more ammo. That's the thing about Tony Khan. He needs to shut the hell up. Even Eric Bischoff has said that Tony Khan needs to focus on himself. He needs to do him. Did you ever hear that comment? Did you ever hear that slogan? Do you, bro. Just do you. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. It's that easy. Just do you. And really, that's what it's all about at the end of the day, guys. That's really what this all comes down to at the end of the day. Roman has been holding it down. WWE is not good at starting a story and finishing a story. Yeah, that's the thing about the WWE that has irked me for years. I mean, in the Attitude Era, they always did great storylines. They always did great storytelling. That's what the WWE did best. That's what the WWE was known for. But now, when the WWE does a story, they don't have a script. They change the story, or they don't know how to end a story. Like you said, bro, great comment. Very well said. The WWE comes up with a storyline. They come up with a plot, but they don't know how to formulate it. They don't know how to progress it. They don't know how to have a middle, an end, or a beginning for that matter. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what really irks me about the WWE, and that's probably another reason why CM Punk doesn't want to go back to the WWE. That's probably another reason why CM Punk is not too keen on returning to the WWE. And again, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is Monday Night Raw from the Dunkin' Donuts Center. CM Punk. Is he going to return to the WWE one day? I don't know. But all I do know is that tonight is Monday Night Raw. It's a 3-hour Raw. And hopefully it will be a Monday Night Raw that is unforgettable and is favorable. And I'm going to be there at the Dunkin' Donuts Center. I'm going to be live in Providence, Rhode Island, Sean's View Entertainment, just like I'm here at 2 o'clock in the morning, guys. I don't sleep. I don't believe in a day off. I present content to you, whether it be in the morning, in the noon, or at night, or overnight, or in the wee hours of the morning, guys. This is the performance. This is the kind of show and view I'm going to present to you guys because that's what I believe in. I do for you guys. I do for you. I put everything I have into this because it's about the fans, the viewers, and the subscribers. And again, I'm going off an interview that CM Punk recently did. This is off an interview that CM Punk did. We're talking about it. We're bringing the opinions about it. And guys, this is what we do because this is Sean's freaking view. Yeah, well, that's another problem. Vince McMahon always changing things, always ripping up the creative team, always ripping up the paper. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. No. We're doing it. We're doing it my way. Rewriting the show as it's halfway through, or not knowing what direction he's going to go in. Vince McMahon, very discombobulated. Very much all over the place. And I'm sure CM Punk doesn't want to return to a rabid company like that. CM Punk probably doesn't want to return to something that was so micromanaged and something that was so mismatched and something that didn't make sense. Raw is breaking their record in the lowest viewership. They're averaging 1.6 million. AEW is averaging 975,000 to 1 million since the Punk debut. But again, it's still not beating Raw ratings. You know what? Honestly, I'll be honest. I want WWE to be beat. So then WWE can do better. So then Vince McMahon can do better. So then everybody can do better. I want AEW to beat Raw and SmackDown. I want that to happen. I want it to happen so bad. But it's not happening. It's just not happening. My channel is not. Well, thank you so much. My channel is not. My channel is what? Not what? Not relevant? Yeah, listen, I'm trying to rebuild it. We're trying to come back here. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to rebuild this channel. We give you wrestling and news and rumors as it comes out, whether it be morning, noon, or night, or overnight, guys. We bring it to you because I'm Sean's freaking view. This is what we present in real time, all the time. You're not going to have to wait hours or days or minutes. We give it to you in the moment as the news breaks. CM Punk, WWE return was talked about. CM Punk did an interview. That's what he did, viewers. That's what CM Punk was all about. That's what CM Punk represents. And you viewers and you fans represent the core values of the brash and the brazen. And I thank you guys so much for coming on here at 2 o'clock in the morning. Now, again, guys, what is the time where you are? Okay, brother, I subscribe to you. Well, thank you so much. And again, guys, this is the kind of news and rumors you can expect at this time of the morning. We give it to you all the time, every time, in every way. That's what we do here. We do it the Sean's way. We do it for all of you guys. We do it absolutely for all of you. Because this is Sean's view, guys. We don't mess around. We don't clown around. We get real serious real quick. Okay, guys? And we're not here to waste your time. We're here to give you the facts, the evidence. We're here to give you the receipts. We're here to turn up the heat because this is Sean's View Entertainment. And this is November 1st. We want to start this off in a major way. We want to start this off in a hot way. We want to get those gears going because we want to set the tone for the next month, the next couple of months, because Sean's View Entertainment ain't going nowhere. We are here and we are here. Look over here, guys. Sean's View Entertainment is doing what I want to do for you guys and you fans. What do you want to see from this channel, guys? Let's do some opinions. Let's do some comments. What do you guys want to see out of Sean's View Entertainment? What do you guys want to see? What do you guys want to hear? We already know that I give you the WWE rumors and news in real time, all the time, every day. We go live anywhere from 2 to 3 times a day. That's what we do for each and every one of you. But guys, what do you want to see? What other content do you want to see from Sean's View Entertainment? Again, 2 o'clock in the morning where I am. 2 o'clock in the middle of the morning. Steven comes in the room and says, CM Punk doesn't wrestler much like Brock Lesnar in WWE. And guys, I want to stir the pot here. I want to get your opinions. I want to get your options. I want to get your comments. What do you feel about this? Are you a fan of CM Punk? Do you think CM Punk is way past his prime? Do you think CM Punk was better in WWE or ROH back in the day, way back in the day? I'm talking over 10 years ago now. Or do you think CM Punk is given the best content, the best wrestling we've ever seen? I don't know, viewers. There's a lot of different ways that we could sway this. There's a lot of different ways that this could go in. The only reason AEW is not beating WWE is because WWE fans watch WWE, even though it's shit and won't watch anything else. Plus, the TV stations were there WWE has USA, Fox, FS1, and Fox. AEW has TNT and TBS. Well, yes, AEW does have that at their disposal. But yet, but bro, here's the thing. Tony Khan's a billionaire. Tony Khan always flops his gums about, I have more money than WWE. I have more money than Vince McMahon. I have more money than this and that. Well, bro, why don't you put your money where your mouth is? Why don't you, put up or shut up and start beating WWE's ratings? That's the thing. Don't talk about something. Don't brag about something that you can't beat just yet. Maybe will AEW beat Raw, SmackDown one day in the ratings? Maybe one day. Yeah, maybe they will, but not right now. It's too early. It's too soon. But Tony Khan thinks he has this thing in his mind that he's going to put Raw out of business. He's going to shut down SmackDown. Hell, the replay of SmackDown drew more ratings than AEW. How sad, how pathetic is that? A replay a replay of SmackDown on FS1 did better ratings than AEW on a Friday night? What does that tell you guys? How does a rerun, how does a replay beat something that is live, which it was AEW Dynamite or whether it was AEW on Friday night? How does that work? How does that happen, guys? That is not good. That is not good. Not by a long shot, viewers. Not by a long shot. You know what I'm saying? And, desperate times call for desperate measures. And right now, Tony Khan is in no position to be berating the WWE. But that's just me. And again, I want AEW to beat WWE. I want AEW to do better. I want AEW to be successful. I want them to push the WWE's rear end. I want them to back the WWE against the wall so then the WWE then can put forth better content and captivating content. But we're not going to get that because the AEW is still early in. I admit AEW is AEW is still a greenhorn. They have a lot of enhancements. They still have a lot of adjustments. They still have a lot of things to do. Tony Khan can have all these billions and billions of dollars, but it doesn't mean a damn because the WWE is still beating you at your core value. They're still beating you in the core ratings. So again, and there's no excuse now because AEW has the best talent in the world. They have a better talent roster than WWE. They have a better talent roster than SmackDown. They have CM Punk. They have Daniel Bryan. They have Chris Jericho. They have Jack Swagger. They have John Moxley. I mean, they have all these talents. They have all these different ingredients. They've spiced up AEW, but yet they still can't beat them in the ratings. That's what gets me. That's what irks me about this. At the end of the day, guys, that's what irks me about this entire scenario. I hope you guys know and understand where I'm coming from with this. AEW has all these different things at their disposal. AEW has all these things at their disposal, and yet they still can't crack the WWE. They can't figure it out. Tony needs to take his other shows off YouTube and put them on. Well, that's another problem. That's another thing that's hurting the credibility. Why is he putting all these 10-man matches, all these multi-man matches on YouTube? He's showcasing them on YouTube. Put it on TBS. Put it on TNT. Put it on pay-per-view. You got to grow. You got to evolve. You know what I'm saying? At one point or another, you got to grow and you got to evolve. That's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying, guys? That's what you got to do. And at this point in stage, AEW has a lot of, listen, AEW needs to work on themselves. AEW needs to do themselves before they focus on the WWE and before they want to beat the WWE and before they think that they even have a chance at beating World Wrestling Entertainment. They have a long way to go, guys. They have a long way to go. You know what I'm saying? And again, I just think that AEW needs to focus on themselves. AEW needs to do themselves. And they need to just shut up about the WWE because obviously what they're doing right now in trying to beat WWE in the TV ratings is not working. I am. I'm going to get it. Oh, don't you worry. I am going to get it. I am going to buy it. And again, it's about growing and expanding. Again, we're still in the expanding process, guys. It is my dream. It is my goal that by December, we have 60 to 70 people watching. And again, that's when I go streaming morning, noon, and night, guys. That's the kind of content we're going to give to you guys because SeanzViewEnt Entertainment likes to give you content. I don't like to have you guys go without viewers. I don't like to go without, not by a long shot. And again, Paige, you got to go check out Paige, guys. Her Halloween costume, her look was switched up in a major way, guys. You're going to want to go check out Paige. And guys, what about this one? Viewers, this was disturbing news. This was disturbing news that I received about Bray Wyatt. And again, make sure to comment, like, subscribe, donate to the Super Chat, guys. It's November 1st. If you want to donate to the Super Chat, your comment will be pinned. We will respect you, and we will recognize you. There was an internal opinion that Bray Wyatt deserved to be fired by the WWE. How insane is that? Do you guys think Bray Wyatt deserved to be fired by the WWE? Guys, get your comments and your opinions, guys. Again, this is all about interaction. It's all about your comments. It's all about your opinions. Do you think Bray Wyatt deserved to be fired by World Wrestling Entertainment? I don't think so. Bray Wyatt was such a creative guy. He was getting in shape. He was gearing up for a return. Bray Wyatt was doing great things. Bray Wyatt was doing big things. And then the creative bug got to him. The WWE creative really watered down Bray Wyatt. And it's a very sad, tragic state of affairs. And again, guys, it's all about your comments. It's all about your feedback. It's all about your opinions. I don't know why there's an internal opinion. There's an internal opinion online right now that Bray Wyatt deserved to be fired by the WWE. And then Bray Wyatt responded to this. Bray Wyatt has reacted to this. So viewers, I just, that really makes me want to regurgitate, makes me want to blow chunks. It makes me want to throw up that there's a belief that Bray Wyatt deserved to be fired. I mean, geez. Yes, the girl, the lady, the female is going to come on the show and view, guys. We're trying to build up an audience. We're trying to build up a fan base. Again, I'm restarting this channel. We are going to finish. We are going to have a girl on the show. We're going to have a female. We are going to introduce her, but that's once we build up the show and build up the subscribers and build up the suspense. The female, the girl, will absolutely be arriving on Sean's View Entertainment, guys. I can assure you of that. The girl will be here. I promised it. I guaranteed it. You can bring it to the bank. Again, we're just trying to build up the audience. We're trying to rebuild the channel because we are in a rebuilding phase here on Sean's View Entertainment. That's what we do here on the show. We are with the viewers and with the fans since day one, guys. We do this for each and every one of you guys. That's what we do it for. That's why we're here, and that's why we're fear. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just appalled and shocked at the internal belief about Bray Wyatt's WWE status. I mean, maybe Bray Wyatt would do better elsewhere because they would actually take his creative freedom. They would actually give him creative freedom. They would actually book him in a program. They would actually make Bray Wyatt credible and reliable. Because I know Bray Wyatt didn't have the best time in the WWE. You know, they wanted him to lose weight. Bray Wyatt did get in shape. Bray Wyatt got in the best shape of his career. He was ready to return to the WWE, and then bam, he's released. Becky Lynch has sent a message to fans who dressed as her for Halloween. Oh boy, what is Becky Lynch saying now? What is she up to now? On another note, I have seen many of you that have dressed up as Becky Lynch this year. And as humbled and honored as that is, you all look fantastic. Happy Halloween, and may your bags be filled with full-size candy bars. As noted earlier, Becky Lynch will defend her Raw Women's title against Bianca Belair on tonight's Raw from Providence, Rhode Island, the Dunkin' Donuts Center. So the man, Becky Lynch, has responded to this. A lot of girls, a lot of females has dressed up as her. And I'll tell you what, a lot of these girls actually do look like Becky Lynch. They do resemble Becky Lynch, which is crazy in itself. A lot of these girls that dressed up as Becky Lynch, guys, go check it out on Wrestling Inc. They actually do look like her. Senseless trolling. WWE should buy ROH and have an invitation like WCW did. An invasion, excuse me, an invitation. Where has Curtis Axel been since being let go? Great question. Great question. I have no idea. I cannot answer that for you, but that is a great question in my opinion. And again, I want to welcome the 26 people that are in here at 3 o'clock in the middle of the morning. It is literally 3 a.m. where I am, guys. 3 a.m. Can you imagine that? Again, I want to wish everyone a late, happy Halloween, a very late and out-of-date happy Halloween to the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers that make Sean's View Entertainment, quite frankly, what it is. I did see what MJF said about a fan that was dressed up as him. It wasn't as respectful as what Becky Lynch had to say. I'll say that right now. I did say that. But you know what? MJF is such a great heel. You know what I'm saying? He's so on. You know, MJF is such a guy that you love to hate. You know, he's like a modern day Bobby the Brain Heenan. Only he's a wrestler, not a manager. You know what I'm saying? Because Bobby the Brain Heenan, as we all know, Bobby the Brain Heenan was one of the greatest managers in WWE history. No doubt about that. No doubt about that, guys. And again, I do want to thank the loyal viewers, the loyal fans, the loyal subscribers that have decided to join Sean's View Entertainment at this hour, at this time. We had upwards to 30 people in the room this late at night. It's crazy, guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are off the charts. I love what you present. I love what you guys do because you're here for Sean's View Entertainment. And we level with you guys. We level with you. We get your comments. We get your opinions. We get your facts. And we get your situations. We're not about censorship. We don't turn on sub-only mode. We get your comments. We get your opinions. That's what we do here. We give you the overload. We give you it as it was meant to be. We give it to you in real time. We give it to you around the clock. Tick-tock, tock, tick-tock. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. We're knocking at the door. Sean's View Entertainment doesn't look like a whore. We're going to give it to you all the way in every way because Sean's View Entertainment is not senseless. We are not sensational. We are not tribal. We are willing and able, guys. That's what we do here on Sean's View Entertainment. We are not trying to sensationalize anything. We are bringing you the news and the rumors in real time. We are giving you the receipts. We are giving you the links. We are giving you the stories. And we're not here to bury anything. We are here to bring it up. We're here to talk about it. And that's what we do here on Sean's View Entertainment. We explain it and we give it to you because it's all about each and every one of you. And that's what we do here on the Brash and Brazen. Guys, your comments and your opinions and your thoughts, your feedback. What do you think about the return of CM Punk? Will it happen? Could it happen? you guys, as they say in the wrestling business, never say never. And if Vince McMahon could bring back all those other guys of the past, who's to say that CM Punk doesn't return once again? Boy, is my mouth parched. Boy, am I starving. AEW stars show off their Halloween costumes. WWE superstars have shown off their costumes. And former WWE star reveals he plans to retire at the age of 40. That being Fandango. Remember Fandango, ladies and gentlemen? Mick Foley on why he hated the Mankind character. Wow. Mick Foley hated the Mankind character, guys. Wow, that's crazy. Did not know that one. Tajiri is set to defend the MLW middleweight title at AJPW. A new segment has been announced for this week's NXT 2.0. A backstage notes, plenty of backstage notes on Bryan Danielson's final moments in the WWE. Yeah, Bryan Danielson left on good terms with WWE. So guess what? The door is open for Daniel Bryan to return in WWE one day. So Daniel Bryan could return to the company once again. And again, I want to thank and welcome all the viewers, the fans, the subscribers that are joining at 3 o'clock in the morning, guys. Again, I give you content in the morning, at night, in the middle of the night, in the wee hours of the morning. That's what we do. That's what we present to you. We give it to you as it was meant to be and as it was supposed to be, guys. We do it for all of you. The viewers, the fans, the subscribers, the super chat donations are open. They are alive, guys. We give you the live rumors and news. So whether it be 3 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock at night, or whether it be in the morning or the noon or afternoon, guys, we bring it to you because SeanzView Entertainment loves each and every one of you, whether you agree or disagree, guys. And again, tonight, Monday Night Raw. Raw emanates live from the Dunkin' Donuts Center in Providence, Rhode Island. SeanzView Entertainment will be at Raw tonight. So look out for SeanzView Entertainment in the audience, in the crowd. The last time you saw me at Monday Night Raw, Dean Ambrose turned heel. He turned on Seth Rollins. He beat the hell out of Seth Rollins. And then he went through the audience. And then John Moxley, Dean Ambrose, whatever you want to call him, walked right past SeanzView Entertainment. He went right by me, which was incredible, which was stellar, which was awesome, which was off the charts at that time. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, John Moxley, the last time I was at Raw in Providence, it was probably one of the better Raws of the last several years. It was a monumental Raw. It was a great Raw. Hopefully tonight we get some of the same with Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, the Raw Women's title, RK Bro, and maybe we'll see the return of AJ Styles tonight. Remember, a former WWE champion in Sheamus, a former WWE champion in Sheamus is absolutely returning to SmackDown, viewers. All that and much more as we settle the score on SeanzView Entertainment, guys. We give it to you as it's meant to be and as it's supposed to be. We give you the anticipation. We give you the expectations, guys. We give it to you because you mean the world to me, guys. You all mean the world to me. I do this because I level with all of you. You level with me, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Remember, we go live multiple times a day, whether it be morning, noon, or night, or overnight, or under the night. We give it to you at all hours of the day. 3 times a day, maybe sometimes more than that even. Sometimes even more than that, guys. So subscribe, hit that bell, and turn on all notifications because we're not going to go straight to hell. We are going to make this the epicenter of SeanzView Entertainment. Isn't that justice? Because I always provide justice on SeanzView Entertainment. It's all about that poetic justice. It's all about that poetic justice. Because we always serve up the poetic justice on SeanzView Entertainment. What's that? What's that? I said poetic justice. Subscribe.